What if love isn't just a feeling, but a force that shapes us? Lucy Dacus is back with Forever Is a Feeling, an album that dives deep into love, honesty, and self-discovery. From eerie late-night adventures to Grammy wins and a duet with Hozier, this journey is as raw as it gets. Stick around as we break down the stories, inspirations, and hidden details behind Forever Is a Feeling. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update on your favorite artists. Let's dive in. Most people who visit the Huntington, an esteemed institution known for its extensive educational library, renowned museum collections, and sprawling botanical gardens, do not get the opportunity to traverse its scenic grounds in the middle of the night. However, Lucy Dacus and her band found themselves in an exceptional position, granted the rare chance to explore the quiet, dimly lit landscape in a golf cart after finishing their performance. Despite the freedom to roam, the experience didn't immediately offer the relief she had hoped for in coming down from the adrenaline rush of being on stage. Instead, the atmosphere of the gardens, so silent and vast in the darkness, carried an uncanny energy. Speaking from her home in Los Angeles the next morning, Dacus described the surreal experience to Grammy.com. It was so eerie. It felt exactly like the kind of place where you might see a ghost. This distinctive setting was the final stop in a series of 4 secret concerts held in February, each show catering to only a few hundred attendees in unconventional spaces typically not used for pop music performances. Dacus took the stage with just her acoustic guitar, supported by 2 accompanying instrumentalists, offering fans an intimate preview of her upcoming 4th studio album, Forever Is a Feeling. Dacus has always aimed for her performances to be unique and memorable, striving to make each concert feel like a singular, unrepeatable event. The choice of venues, including Holy Trinity Church in Brooklyn, the Dry House Museum in Chicago, and San Francisco's Legion of Honor, reflected the themes of her new album. With Forever Is a Feeling, Dacus weaves classical influences, such as elements from the Baroque and Romantic artistic periods and the evocative textures of chamber music, into her signature indie folk sound, enriched by intricate vocals and deeply personal lyrics. These intimate concerts provided Dacus with a grounding experience, something she may have needed after the whirlwind of the past year. Throughout much of 2023 and early 2024, she was a central figure in boygenius, the indie rock supergroup she formed with fellow musicians Julian Baker and Phoebe Bridgers. What started as a deep-rooted friendship between 3 like-minded songwriters evolved into a powerhouse collective, gaining a devoted following and critical acclaim. Though each member was already recognized as a major talent individually, boygenius took on a life of its own, transcending indie rock circles and becoming a cultural phenomenon. The trio dominated industry conversations, performed on Saturday Night Live, and embarked on a massively successful sold-out arena tour that brought thousands of fans together each night. Their debut full-length album, The Record, soared to number 4 on the Billboard 200 chart and won 3 Grammy Awards in 2024, Best Alternative Music Album, Best Rock Song, and Best Rock Performance. It was also in the running for Album of the Year, solidifying their place in the music industry's highest echelon. The excitement of the Grammys was overwhelming, and Dacus recalls one particularly electric moment from the night. When boygenius was announced as the winner of their first award, she instinctively bolted down the aisle toward the stage, with Baker and Bridgers racing after her. "I didn't even realize I was the one who started running," she admitted. "It was so surreal, I think I might have blacked out for a second." Public speaking responsibilities often fell to her, Bridgers disliked giving speeches, and Baker's nerves sometimes got the better of her. Dacus's words in that moment were simple but genuine. "This doesn't feel real," and for her, it truly didn't. By the time boygenius decided to take an indefinite hiatus to focus on their solo careers, Dacus had already written half of what would become Forever Is a Feeling. "I like having multiple projects going at once. It just makes sense to me," she explained. "Whenever I release an album, I usually already have at least half of the next one written. It reassures me that I'm not finished. I think if I put out a record and had nothing left for the next, I would absolutely panic." Her previous solo album, Home Video 2021, was deeply autobiographical, piecing together stories from her past, drawn from years of personal journaling and her experiences growing up. Forever Is a Feeling, however, captures a more immediate perspective, one that required her to be brutally honest with herself. "Among my friends, I'm known as the one who initiates difficult conversations," Dacus shared. "Honesty can be painful, but I've never regretted being truthful with others. But I started to realize that I wasn't always being honest with myself." Lucy Dacus's heightened self-awareness defines Forever is a Feeling, exploring love in all its forms, its anticipation, intimacy, comfort, heartbreak, and the choices it drives. She examines the desire to be worthy of love, stating, "I'm not hiding anything this time." One of the most striking examples of her newfound openness is Best Guess. While Dacus has always been open about being queer, she previously preferred to use ambiguous pronouns in her songwriting, allowing listeners to interpret the lyrics in a way that resonated with their own experiences. Best Guess breaks that pattern, featuring lines such as clasping your necklace, zipping your dress, and you may not be an angel, but you are my girl. Lucy Dacus enjoys discussing love broadly, which inevitably includes her own experiences. She avoids ranking different types of love, instead embracing their interconnectedness, making her more comfortable sharing personal emotions through her music. Lucy Dacus worked with producer Blake Mills to capture the raw sincerity of her lyrics. Recording live at LA's Sound City, she valued the natural energy of playing together, explaining that it allowed for real-time musical interactions that felt truly authentic. Lucy Dacus remained true to her signature sound while embracing new musical elements. Longtime collaborators Phoebe Bridgers and Julian Baker provided backing vocals on tracks like Modigliani and Forever is a Feeling, while J-Som's Melina Duterte contributed synths and bass on Best Guess. She also incorporated elegant string and piano arrangements by Phoenix Ruziamanis and recorded a duet with Hozier. Dacus likens the creative process to fishing, waiting for inspiration rather than forcing it. This approach mirrors her views on love and connection, reflected in Lost Time's lyric, "Nothing lasts forever, but let's see how far we get." Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Forever is a Feeling. Lucy Dacus's raw honesty and musical evolution make this album unforgettable. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more artist breakdowns. Let us know your favorite track in the comments below.